So why do you think it's necessary for all parents, and so this isn't just parents who have kids with gender dysphoria, why do you think it's necessary for all parents to be, what would you say, aware of what's going on in the schools? And why do you think that that's of sufficient widespread concern so that your concern shouldn't be just dismissed as conspiratorial delusion, let's say?
First of all, let's look at the numbers just in the past 5 years, 10 years of this explosive growth of individuals who are coming in for treatment for gender dysphoria. So there is a hysteria that we're in the midst of. It's a wave, it's a tsunami. I hope that we're at the crest of the wave right now, but we could just be at the beginning. I mean, just 10 years ago, we had rates of, 1 in 10 to 30 to 100,000 people with this particular disorder. We didn't even have numbers. It was so rare, let's say 20 years ago, it was so rare for a teenager to present as opposed to a little kid or an older person. It was so rare even they were rare, but it was even more rare for an adolescent to suddenly come out with this new identity and with gender dysphoria. So those people were so rare just 10, 15 years ago. And now we have studies showing, 10%, 20% of a high school class in an urban high school might identify as not being male or female. So I don't know where this is going. Right. Is it going to 40%? That's why parents have to be aware of this. I would also say, in terms of the charge of fear mongering, and it's really only a minority of people who are going to suffer. We have no data whatsoever to support that. No long-term data whatsoever. The data that we do have shows us that the regret over this, massive life change and these surgeries might take 8 to 10 years to develop. And and I would add that not only does it take time to develop, it takes time to acknowledge it and to come out with it publicly. And the research that we do have.
So do you have any advice?
I was going to say that those people that regret it, they're not going back to the clinics and telling them. There's no one keeping the statistics on them. They're not coming back to their doctors and saying, how did you do this to me? They can't sue. It's too late.